think it's been a little while since I've just kind of given a property update, I guess. Kind of just been, at least in the last few videos, jamming away on the foundation, which we can see over here. Foundation is up there, just behind the truck. My finger is in the way. There we go. So now I'm out here in the log yard, getting ready to finally start cutting some beams and posts and rafters and purlins and all those good things, knee braces. But what I need to do is figure out if I've got enough or the sizes that I need on hand, what I've already cut down. So I've started behind me here, laying everything out. And shortly, hopefully later this week, I'll be out here marking. So I've got my cut list. I drew everything up in Fusion 360. So I'll put like a little spin about here in this video so you can see what the bones of this house are gonna look like. And then I've got a cut list generated out of that. So I'm gonna go start taking notes, mark stuff, what I think will work. And then I should know how close I am. And if I've got to do more tree cutting, now is the time to do it. And I'll have to go back over and start cutting trees down before I really hop back on the mill full time, because I need those trees to dry out so we can get the frame raised as early as possible next year and get to work on the inside. So that being said, enough about the log yard. I want to talk about some other things that have been happening. This beast in previous video was dropped off by a local arborist when he dropped off the oak logs, and I'm kind of cutting into it. I was hoping I could use it for beams, but I'm going to turn you around on this. I'm going to try. These lines here represent 10.5, and this is 10 feet long. So if I could get 3 10-foot long 10 by 10 posts out of this, then that would work really well for some of the interior posts. However, it has all of this spalting, and I'm not sure, let's see if I can, right, if you can see that, all that spalting. It's beautiful, it's great for woodworking, but I'm not sure how it'll look in the house. I don't think Megan will like it, and it might just not fit, right? We want nice, clean, kind of look inside of the house, and all that spalting might not look good. So we'll see how the middle of that log looks. If the middle of the log looks good, great, I'm gonna go for it. Other things that have been done in this little 10 by 30 cabin, we got it spray foamed. So this is done. No real intent to do anything at this point, as far as like living in it or anything crazy like that. But this is actually going to be storage. So we've got 3 actually storage units rented. We're about 20 minutes away, and it would be awesome to have that closer. So we're gonna move later this week all of the stuff from our storage units into this cabin. So that'll be nice and some money saved, and that is awesome. But for now, I'm gonna get that log there, load it up on the mill. Been about a week since the last video. So we've been busy, very busy. We had 3 storage units about 20 minutes up the road that had all of my already dried lumber in it, plus tools, house things, shelves, etc. And that was costing us about $230 a month. And if you've watched my videos, you know that one of our big reasons for doing what we're doing the way that we're doing it is our desire to be more self-sufficient, to be debt-free. And this is another step, right? So $230 a month back in our pocket that we can put into savings and work on putting that towards the house. So this is a big step, and we're pretty pumped to be out of those, storage units. Just nice to have everything closer to home. So this is now on our property in this nice cabin, and now I've just got to organize all of this stuff. So let me turn you around. Step up here on this ladder. Putting bigger lumber up here. There's a lot of stuff. All these walnut slabs. I've got old project material, some ash pieces down there, a bunch of random little offcuts, and then all of that down there, and that has to come up here into this loft. So I gotta do that right now, but I'm not gonna make you watch me do that. So I will see you in just a moment. Oh, and just like that, it's all up there. So I got everything done that I wanted to get done for the time being. So done with the cabin. Now I'm gonna see if I can get some work done on this here maple log. So right now it's not positioned the way that I want it to be positioned. If you look here, sorta, you can see the lines kind of running up and down. I need to roll this log about 90 degrees, and really don't have the ass with this this 6 foot long cant hook here. So I'm gonna wrap a chain around it, hook it up to the tractor, and position it that way, and then we'll run it through the mill, which means it's time to cue the video montage with the music stuff. a day. Got out here. It's been kind of snowing on and off. Just really needed to get out and get some milling done. And got the rest of that maple log taken care of, situated. There is some good stuff. But first of all, still trying to improve my sawmill cover situation. So sorry for the tractor, but it's 5:30 and pitch black. So I'm just trying to provide some light on the situation. So I kind of redid this. We'll see how this works. I think I've got some other ideas kind of long term. And then I'm going to drive you around here and show you what we got done. Yeah, bear with me. Go ahead and take a quick trip. Try to figure out the best angle to get at this. There you go. Whoa. So this is what's left for the most part. I'm gonna turn off the tractor. Maybe you can hear me a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, so after all that work, I got two 10x10s, an 8x6, and 3 slabs, plus I'm not even sure what this is, like a 6.5 by, I don't know, 1.5 inches or so. Just a piece of hard maple, so that might get used into something or sell it, whatever. But man, these slabs are actually really pretty. Nice spalting in there, and then just kind of some nice fresh heart. And then there's actually one more piece over here. Let's crawl inside the fort. Oh, yeah, you can see that there. That's probably like another 5x10, probably. But there's a lot of wane down there, if you can see it. So I'm just gonna kind of cut this up into some slabs. See what I get. All that being said, it's 6 o'clock and it's time to go home and hang out with the kids. So really exciting. These are the first timbers for the house. Yes, finally making some progress. And yeah, so I've got a bunch more cataloging and stuff to do before kind of going full tilt on the milling. But yeah, that was a chore. I fell, I hurt myself, I landed on the mill. That was a stupid move. Rookie mistake. And really learned a lot, you know, doing these big timbers like this. Out of like a big slab, when you saw me lifting that up, I knocked the mill off of the stand, the pedestal a couple of times. And just getting those things maneuvering, a 10.5 inch thick, 1,500 pound slab, even with a tractor, is a chore and a half. So definitely not like a preferred way to go about this. I think I'm gonna try to minimize the amount that I have to do this type of slabbing. But if I've got the material, I've got the material. So I've got at least 2 other logs that are gonna require this type of effort. And I'm gonna have to probably work on a better method. So I'm gonna keep on learning, keep on playing. And that's it for the sawmill for tonight. All right, it got a little dark at the end of that last video session there. So I just wanted to come back during the day and kind of show off what was accomplished. So let me turn you around and give you a look at future pieces of our house. So here's the end result. I was able to get 2 10x10s. That's those big monsters here, 10 feet long. I got one 6x8, 10 feet long. And then I got 3 nice little slabs and this piece of wood over here. So that's really it for this video, was getting that log on the mill and milled up. So starting to actually make things, and that is very exciting. So still have a whole lot to do, but learning, making progress, and I'm very excited about that. Megan's very excited about it. She came out and saw some of the posts and got a good look at it. And yeah, it's starting to kind of feel really like this is gonna happen finally. And so anywho, Hope you're enjoying following along. And if you got any questions, please go ahead and ask. I'll be more than happy to answer. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are on the process so far. And I don't know how much more I'll be able to do this winter. This is, we're approaching the bad weather, so I'm gonna keep going as long as I can get back here and move equipment around. And then eventually there'll be a lot of snow on the ground. I might have to wait until the spring. And maybe I'll get into some woodworking projects at that point. So we'll see you next time.